Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I changed my setup, so I'm in a room that has an echo. So that's why I'm not far away. It's just my room has an echo. And there is not much I can do to reduce that echo, unfortunately. But sounds like you guys can hear me. That's good. Perfect. You guys can hear me. Awesome. Um, Check my Discord settings. See if there's anything I can do to reduce that as well. I don't think there is. Well, maybe if I try this. Does this sound better? Does this sound better, Bailey? Does this sound better? Perfect. I changed my headset, swapped it into my aux port on my headphone mic jack port. So finally got that. Everybody, welcome to the season 60 already, week 2, day 4, All-Star Reveal stream. As always, I'm your host, itztimg, welcoming you to the stream. See who our All-Stars are going to be. If you plan to stay with me the entire time, I'd recommend getting a cup of coffee, or if you're like Don Marcus, some cheer wine, because we're going to be up late. It's going to be a very, very late edition of PB After Dark. That being said, we're going to get started with our first game. It's going to be that minute scores. Give me a primetime game for our first game of the day today. That's going to the primetime game we are going to see is going to be, looks like Boise at Vancouver. Should be a good game. Pull up the write-up that I was given for that game. Alright, we got a battle at the top of the Legends West Division. The Division where series is currently split. 1-1 at Vancouver. Vancouver won the last game with a strong showing from the player of the game, pitcher Thor Love, who pitched 7 innings with 3.92 ERA. Ended up winning that game 5-3. I'm just gonna close my door real quick. The Boise batting lineup came into series as the underdogs, comparing them to the Bengals lineup. They down-summoned every batting side across the board. In fact, the biggest stat that stands out is their ability to steal bases. They currently have a total of 103 stolen bases and are leading the league. Center fielder Steven Strange, who's our Bengals player to watch in this game, had 3 stolen bags the last game out. Raptors do not do that talking for them. Their winner was present DHs in the league, and Stewart, who helped them get the win in the first game of the series. Boise Nicky Vaseline has had a rough go as of late when we continue climbing back out of the slump. Vaseline has gone 2-3 with an ERA of 8.13 in the last 6 games. Vancouver's coming off a strong start. Andy Beans closed out the series. Beans has had an average of 5 Ks and 4 earned runs. Nicky Vaseline has given up less home runs, 9 less than his opponent, but allowed more hits than Andy Beans, 12 more. And the bullpens, Boise has allowed 14 less home runs than Vancouver, but allowed 119 more hits, whereas Vancouver has allowed less based on balls and errors. And Boise continues this game with 31 double plays, but has 1 more error. Thank you, Jacob, for the write-up. Thank you, Jacob. Honor Mexican. Thank you for that, Honor, for that write-up. You always do a good job with those. But enough of me talking. You guys came to see some baseball. We're gonna see some baseball. And that's gonna be a walk to Chatcagne. It's be Rodrigo Wallach, who is gonna be safe on the fielder's choice. Romain Gauthier, the right fielder, will be safe with the single. A strikeout for Stewart will bring up Martinez Monspooner, who will be out number 3. They get 2 on, but can't bring anyone in. They got a bomb in the first inning. As that's going to be a ground out there. Or no, into a single. That was going to be a ground out, but nope. And that's going to be a stolen base for Steven Strange. And that's going to be a out there. Long flyout routine should bring the runner home, and it will. That's going to make it a 1-0 ball game, Vancouver. It's going to be a base hit for Mercatak, or not. McClellan Jr., with though still second base with ease. And that's going to be into the gap. That's going to bring up 1 run. Make it a 2-0 ball game already in the first inning. That's going to bring in another run. That's going to be a RBI single from Ashton Lansdell, the third baseman. Danny Berger's up next. Going to be down the line. It's going to be a single. Monspooner will go to Lansdell will second, but whoop that play. And that's going to be into the gap. That's going to be caught for out number 3, though. So Vandals lead Boise 3-0. As we go to the top of second inning, as that's going to be a strikeout for Chase Under, third for Beans on the day. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm not getting any audio from the game. Hang on. guess I'm trying to figure out why I'm not getting any audio. Hang on. Okay. For some reason, I'm not getting any audio from the game, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I think for today. I'm not entirely sure why I'm not. It's weird, but we're just gonna have to roll with that for today. Okay. Let's see if that'll fix both my you said earlier as well as my audio issues.
Yeah.
Hey, Lone Star.
There you
I can hear ya.
I was gonna say I'm just it's better than 7 runs allowed in the first inning. I will take that any day of the week.
But yes, I was having some issues with my headset. I completely changed my setup. I moved rooms, so my
Oh,
headset, so my
okay.
setup's like completely different. So I had to completely redo my mic and all that. And that's gonna
Ah,
be
okay.
oh, over the head of the shortstop. Yeah, you just got some
I
really
was
bad
just I
bad
was
luck.
just I was just hopping in to see if you needed anything.
I mean, I could always use a co-host. These late night streams get tough,
All right.
and
I've got some time.
that's gonna be a pass
Ooh.
ball. So Strange will go up to second base now. It's be hard deep, caught at the warning track, as that's gonna be no change. 3-0 Vancouver
Yeah, that's a
Whites.
zero. That's a zero.
Hey, at least it's only three so far,
I'm getting excited about this.
and that's gonna be a double for Rodrigo Wallach. For the strikeout for
Oh,
Gauthier, the cutter
if
will make it two
I'm
outs.
gonna put my I'm gonna put myself on mute, but if you wanna share your screen in
Oh,
Discord, I will be there for the next game.
sure thing.
Then I'll go get my kid out of the bath while I'm watching this.
Alright, that's gonna be a double for McLovin Jr. and Enrique Van Caliente. Out on fielder's choice. 108 runner at third. That's gonna be down the line for Ashton
What?
Lansdale, third baseman. Danny Burgers will strike out swinging. And hard deep gone as the Vandals will up their lead 6-0. As Vaseline continues to struggle here in the early days of their career. Francois Jacques Jean Jr. will be on with 2-hour single. Pierre Philippe, and as Jacques Jean Jr. will steal for 12th time this season. It's gonna be in there. That's gonna be an RBI double for Pierre Philippe. As that will do it for Vaseline, as Georges will come in and will retire.
I only gave up 7. I only gave up 7 that time.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than what you've done in the past. That's gonna be out to McLovin Jr. 1 away. Peter Dawson, the third baseman, away one high, deep, gone. Peter Dawson, the third with that solo shot, 406 feet. Still some ways to go, but a little bit of progress. Chase Hunter will be up next. That's going to be a walk. Curveball on the outside corner for strike 3 called. C9 mark attack, and that's going to be an error. And a pop up to second will retire the sign as they are unable to capitalize on that error. You go to bottom of the 4th, Mr. 7-1. As Rich Cash will strike out on the cutter. McLovin Jr. High home run. That one's going to be way out of here. 369 feet. It's 8-1 now. As Enrique Van Caliente will be out number 2. And Ashton Lansdale, the third baseman, is going to be in there past the left fielder. That's going to be a double for Lansdale, 11th of the year. And that's going to be make it an 8. Vancouver's home half 4th inning is Origo top of the 5th. Rodrigo Wallach 1 for 2 for double. Will be out number 1. Romain Gauthier out 2. And Stewart be hoping to spark a 2-out rally. Mom Spooner will be your third out. We go to the bottom of the 5th now. Out number 1 there. And that's going to be a second out. As Francois Jacques Jean Jr. will be out number 2. And Pierre Philippe will be out number 3. We go to the top of the 6th now. And that's going to be a out on the fly. Out number 2 there. I can't believe this PB will stand in and will ground out as the entire side 1, 2, 3. Steven Strange will be out on that tapper to the catcher. There'll be a walk for Frischtekesh, missed ball 4. And that's going to be a wild pitch and a pass ball as that's going to advance Frischtekesh's scoring position. And that's going to be caught. Mario Mason will go back to second. And Enrique Van Caliente will strike out. We go to top of the 7th inning though. Seth Gagne will be on with a walk. Rodrigo Wallach line out there. It's going to be a walk. So Gagne and Gauthier and Gagne, as that's going to be a 3-run blast. Make it a 8-4 game. As Stewart absolutely crushes that one. line out from Mom's funeral will retire side. Home half of the seventh inning to go. It's gonna be a walk. And step on the bag for one, and for the second for the out. Brooks Walker. Hi, Papa. So Raptors still have some opportunities to get caught up here as it's 8-4 now. That's be a line out to Steve Strange. Chase Hunter will be out number 2. And PB will be out number 3. On the 8th inning we go. Gonna be out number 1. Should be in there for a single for Pierre Phillip. As Phillip will be caught stealing. Steven Strange. Hi, Papa. Route number 3. Top net we go. Boise under a final 3 outs here in this one. That's going to drop for a double. Being out there. A questionable strike 3 call. That one's going to be caught for the game-winning out as that prevented a potential home run. Boise is going to drop this one 8-4. For batting line score, we have 3 RBI gain from Stewart with that 3-run blast. Vancouver, we have 2 RBI, 3 for 3 gain from Ashton Lansdowne. Basley will take the loss. Beans the win. Levin Jr. player of the game. Alright. For the New York Voyagers, they will beat the Buffalo Surge 4-1 as Wesley moved to 8-2. For New York, we have a 2 RBI game for Nolan Teggy. For Buffalo, we have a home run from Dog Maple. Woods will take the win. Dudge lost. P.W. Woods player of the game. Pathfinders will beat the Sloth 6-4.
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
Give me like a few minutes. I will be on for the next game.
Okay.
Just got to get my kid his dinner.
Okay. Toronto's gonna beat San Antonio Sloth 6-4. For San Antonio, we have a 2 RBI, 2 for 4 game from Seth Laramie. For Toronto, we have 2 for 4 game from Austin Webb. Tatum will take the loss, mixing the win, Canadian to save the Superior player of the game. The Aviators will beat the Crabs 6-4. 3 hit performance for Ruiz Jr. as well as a 4 RBI game from Jones. I think they're going to be player of the game candidate because they had 2 home runs. For Providence, 2-4 game from Paulo Zalewski. Shagino will take the win. Kingman saved. Malik the loss. Curtis Jones player of the game. DVS will beat the Brewers 7-0 shutout win. Death Valley 3 game for Launch Angle, 2 RBI game for Milo Muscure as well. New Orleans 2-4 game from Hongshu. Tamini Namna will take the win. Manzer the loss. Namna your player of the game. Detroit beats the Stars 16-8. Wow, as they doubled up on both runs and hits. Nashville 4 RBI game from CJ Levine, including on 2 of those on 3 of those with home runs. For Detroit, Home runs for Jan, Shan, Summers, and Shizuka. Jam 4 RBIs, Bit Slams, Bit Slams 3 RBIs as well. Khan will take a loss. Band they have to win. Being player of the game. Space Rangers will beat the Apex 4-3. Lunar Base 2 RBI game from Firefly Boy. For Indianapolis, 2 RBI game from Deep Hernandez Jr. Braxton will take the win and will save, walk the loss, and win Kingdom will clear the game. And finally, the Toros will beat the Sea Serpents 2-1. Cancun, RBIs from both Cal and Berlina. Seattle, 2 game from Mets, Leatherman Jr. and Williams. Wolves will take the win, Palakai the loss, Morgan yet player of the game. Going down to the minors next. The Firehawks will beat the Hellcats 12-3. Kansas City 3-4 game from Nicholas Savinsky's. For California, 3 RBI game from Whoop. Lee will take the loss, Dude Man the win, at best the save. Whoop whoop, you played the game. The Lemurs will beat the Dillos 5-1. 2-3 game from McTator. For Louisville, 3-4 game from Cal Koga, 2-3 game from Daniel Machado. Hugh Jazz will take the loss, Dean Nostradam will win, Watt for the save, Dean Nostradam will play the game. Bears will beat the Kingpins 3-1. 3 homes from Kiso, 2-4 from All These Nuts. Chicago, RBI from Jones. Tikapu's will take the win, Kelly to save, Kratky to loss. Tikapu's player of the game.
All right. Ooh, can I take this one?
Sure thing.
Ron is ticket 9-4. Let's take it 9-4 over the Wheelers. For Anchorage, 3-hit day for Cam Squires, 2-hit day for Dean Ice. A home run by Barnum. Barnum did get the home run. For Puerto Rico, everybody got a hit. Everybody got a hit on the team. 2-hit days for Ricky Bobby, Piso, and M. Thomas. 3-hit day for Cal Naughton Jr. And the home run was by Thomas. For the pitching, Otto Yoj going to 1-7 on the season, and also player of the game, Otto Yoj. Woo! Shake and bake.
The college is going to beat the Mingos 3-2. That was a bad time to take a bite of my ham sandwich. 2-4 game from Skullguard. Florida, 2 RBI game from Sahur. The Kamana would take the win, Johnson the loss. Kenny Sanan, player of the game.
All right.
Come back to the schedule, see what our next game is going to be. Next game is going to be another primetime game, I do believe. This can be an off day, but then this will be a primetime game. Number 6, Lunar Base has Seattle Sea Serpents.
All right. I'm ready for it. Question is the chat ready for it? And the chat's ready for anything.
I'll let you call this one.
All right. All right, everybody. Sea Serpent's Lunar Base. Here we go. Jura McQueen on the mound versus Fridtjof Nansen. And we're starting off the game with a walk by McQueen as Althouse reaches first. Lestat the Lion Court flying out to left, one down. Firefly Boy coming up striking out, two down now. AJ Justice coming up. And that's a pop out to end the inning. So Althouse gets on, the other three get out. We go to the bottom of the first. And up comes Bookie Metz. Bookie strikes out, one down. Jim Hawkins delivers, base hit to center, and that's going to be a double for Jim. Ass flies out to left, two away. Zach Johnson the third coming up now. Hitting 320, strikes out. So 0-0 game. Duke Newsom will go to the second. Strikes out. Second K from McQueen. Green Chillicothe fan striking out. That's the third K by McQueen. Durian Crag, grounder. And that's another out there. And that's the end of the inning. Quick innings here. We go to the bottom of the second. Bambi walking. Bambi no walking. Up comes Wellerman Jr. Ball gets away. No stays at first. Wellerman Jr. 1-2 count. Right to first base, and they get the lead runner. No is out. Gator McGraw coming up next. One down. Gator striking out. Third K for Nansen. Wilderman Perez coming up, and Wilderman's gonna put that off the top of the wall in the gap. Wilderman going for third. Everything froze right when Wilderman hit it, and Wilderman is safe on the triple. 1-0 as Wilderman scores. Lou Williams on 2-run blast. 3-0 Seattle. And yes, you get me for the home run calls on Monday. Don't worry, I'll be more prepared for that one. Saving it up. Bookie coming back up, 3-0 lead. Naspers has to be cheering somewhere, and that's the end of the inning. We get the 3 runs. We go to the third, 3-0 Seattle. That brings up Emilian Vega. Striking out. Fourth K for McQueen. Not worth a first striking out back to back. 5 Ks for McQueen. That brings up Link Althouse.
You get a curtain that puts up there because I can hear every single fucking word that you say. Just letting you know.
And Link, that's the side for McQueen.
Like you're in my room. Because everything goes up there.
Well,
I'm just letting you know.
it also echoes.
McQueen strikes out the side. Jim Hawkins
You need to get like a curtain or like a sheet. Like a bed sheet.
rounds out, one down.
And some tacks or something. And hang it up there.
That's going to bring up pass. Pass, same result. Grounds to first, 2 down. Zach Johnson the third taking the base. And up comes Bambi. I've been ready for this call all year. Bambi, no! And Bambi strikes out to end the inning.
But,
Still 3-0 Seattle. We go top 4. Lestat. Single through the right side. And Lestat in the line court is on base. Firefly Boy coming up. Firefly coming in. The gun down to line court at second. At least I think they gunned him. Yes, that's 2 away. And now, Firefly Boy grounder. End of inning. One hit allowed so far by McQueen through 4. Go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Seattle. And there's the base hit for AJ Justice. We're still in the top of the fourth, everybody. Side is not retired. Newsom coming up next. Newsom's going to ground out there. Now the inning is over. 2 hits allowed by McQueen through 4. Now we go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Seattle. As Wellerman Jr. coming up and goes over the head of the center fielder. Wellerman's going for 2. Wellerman easily in there for 2. Double for Wellerman Jr. Gator coming up next. Gator flies out to center, 1 away. Perez striking out, 2 down. 5th K for Nansen. Lou Williams gets it into right field. Here comes the throw. He's safe. Wellerman Jr. is in there, 4-0 Seattle. And we go to Bookie Mets. Ball gets away. Williams goes to second. Runner in scoring position for Mets now. Bookie, base hits. Williams is going to come around, and Williams scores 5-0 now. As Jim Hawkins comes up with a runner in scoring position, and this is what Seattle does. And that's a grounder, and that should end the inning, and does. We're up 5-0 now. We go top 5. Lunar basis Fan, Crag, and Vega coming up. Fan was not Fan there, but that's the ground out, 1 away. Durian Crag strikes out. 7th K for McQueen. Vega coming up now. Vega's going to pop out. We're through 4.5. McQueen, 2-hitter through 5. Go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-0 Seattle. Ass striking out. 6th K for Nansen. 13 Ks between the two pitchers so far. Zach Johnson. Big time base hit to the gap there. That's good for 2. As Zach stops at second. Bambi. Not yet. Bambi strikes out. Nothing for Bambi there. Wellerman Jr. flies out. That ends the inning. 5-0 through 5. We got 4 more of these to go. We go to the 6th. Yeah, it's not worth the first. Comes up. Not worth. Out at first. 1 away. Link Althouse. Link rounds out, 2 down. And that's going to bring up Lestat. Striking out 8th K for Majiro McQueen. 2-hitter through 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0 Seattle. Gator striking out. 2nd K for Matt Hunter, who comes in relief. 16th K by both teams. Wellerman Perez flies out. This is a high strikeout game. 16 Ks already? That brings up Williams with 2 down. Williams. Grounder. End of inning. So we go to the 7th. 5-0 Seattle. And Firefly Boy walking. Only the 2nd walk issued by McQueen today. AJ Justice coming up now. AJ base it up the middle. 2 on, no out for Duke Newsom. Duke not nuking him there, and that's the first out of the inning. That brings up Green Chillicile Fan. striking out. Ninth K for McQueen. That brings up Cragg. Another strike. 10 Ks for McQueen through 7. 3-hitter through 7 for McQueen. We go bottom 7. And brings up Bookie. Bookie, base hits. Boise pouring it on Buffalo. And Bookie's got stolen base number 39. As Jim Hawkins is at the plate. Jim mashes that one. That ball is gone. 2-run jack for Jim Hawkins. 7-0 Seattle. Pass coming up. Pass takes the pass to first base. 1 on for Zach Johnson. Still no out. Pass takes second. No throw. 40th stolen base of the season. And Zach Johnson still up. Zach is going to ground out. That's the first out of the inning. Bambi coming up. 219 on the season. Bambi flies out, 2 down. Wellerman Jr. coming up. 16 hits, Boise. Where was that in my start? And Wellerman Jr. is going to take a walk. Gator McGraw coming up. Gator walks. Bases chucked for Wilderman Perez. Here we go. Still a 7-0 game. Wilderman, base hits. That's going to tack on more. There's 1. And there's 2. 9-0 Seattle. Woo! This game's starting to get out of control. I know I'm calling the game. I waved my hand to come in and pitch, but no, okay. Lou Williams strikes out. They wouldn't take me if they wanted to. Okay, that is the inning. Emilian Vega coming up now in a 9-0 game, trying to get off the schneid here in the 8th. Queen's still pitching. 10 Ks on the day. That was only the 4th hit allowed. 8th inning. Actually, a good thing you want to hear as a starting pitcher. Ooh. They get the backward double play? No, they just got the out at first. 1 down. The Queen's still in the game. Grounder. Oh, muffs the throw at first. First baseman muffs the throw. That's McGraw. Error there. There's a grounder. There's 1. They're not going to get both. 2 down. Inning not over Firefly Boy. And boy, that's 11th K from McQueen. What a game. 4 hits allowed through 8. Looks like player of the game is being lined up there. Bookie strikes out. 2 for 5 days. Still not a bad day for Bookie. Hawkins walks. Brings up pass. 0 for 3. Pass looking for that first hit. Pass gets it. Advances the runner to third. No throw. That brings up Zach Johnson the third in a 9-0 game. Runners on second and third. Zach blasts that one. That is gone. 3-run blast for Zach Johnson the third. It is 12-0 for the home team. Sail the boats. Bring out the serpent. Where's Nessie at? I want to see him. I'm kidding. Anyway, 12-0. There's the fly out. 2 down as Bambi flies out. No hits on the day for Bambi. Wellerman Jr. 19 hits, Boise. Where was that in my start? And Wellerman gets on base. Gator McGraw. 19 hits isn't much to ask for. Gator. Rounds out. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the ninth. McQueen has pitched a brilliant game so far. Let's see if McQueen comes back in for the ninth. Nope. Harlem Moncrief comes in, and there's two pitches, one out for Moncrief, one down. As AJ Justice flies to center. Duke nukes him. And nukes him is aboard. All four. Green tops out. 0 for 4 day for Green. Durian Craig coming up now as Harlem is navigating through the lineup. Craig lines out to end the game. 12-0 Seattle. Whew. Bringing it. All right, you just saw it, everybody. 2-hit days for AJ, Justice for Lunar Base, and for Seattle, a whole bunch of players. Bookie Metz, Jim Hawkins, Zach Johnson III, Wellerman Jr., Perez and Williams all had 2 hits apiece. 3 RBI for Zach Johnson, Alderman Perez, and Lou Williams, as each of them had a home run as well. For the pitching, just for the review, Jiro McQueen, your player of the game. 8 innings pitched, no earned runs, 11 strikeouts in this one. All right, I've reviewed it. Whew.
Alright, well, with that being said, let's move on to the box scores. Since it's late and I do want to get better at decent time, where I'm just gonna try and blaze through the box scores. Plus, my roommate can hear me because there's an echo in my room. So, RBI for Rory Moore on a home run for Vancouver, even 3 RBI game for McLovin Jr. Jones, though, the loss. Nasty to win. Nasty player of the game.
Right, Boise 9-0 in this one. 3 RBI day for Stewart, 4 for 5 for Mom Spooner, 2 home runs for Stewart in this one. For the pitching, you wanted to go quickly. We'll do it. PKVS, big time victory, 8 innings pitched, no earned runs. JC Switchman goes to 2-8 on the season. And Stewart, the 2 Jacks, your player of the game.
Alright. Voyagers are going to beat the Pathfinders. 6-3. For New York, we have a 2-hit game for Sortanaka and Crystal House over 3 a game from Adam Corbett for Run 2. 2 RBI game, 2 for 4 for Austin Webb. Atkins the win, doing the last and blown save. Strider player of the game.
Right, Crabs take down San Antonio 8-4 in this one. Multiple hit days for Traveler, Baltz, Zalewski, and Quake. Home runs by Miggs Mayfield and Grail Traveler for Providence. For San Antonio, big day for Stetson Laramie, 2 for 4 RBI. But it wasn't enough for Long Pipe taking the loss. Iceman is your winner, and your player of the game is Stetson Laramie.
Alright, the Stars are going to beat the Rougarous 7-3. For Nashville, we have a 4 for 5 game from Gray. 2 RBIs on the day as well. For New Orleans, we have a 2 for 4 game for both Boucher and Love. John the win, Jackson the loss, Blake Ray player of the game.
And everyone's got 62 stolen bases. Dang. Okay, we're not even in game 50. All right, Scorps win 7-4 over the Apex in this one. For Indianapolis, 2-hit day for Santos Garcia. For Death Valley, 2-hit days for Lawn Gnomes, Daniel Plainview, Sorry about the 2 for 4 there for Goldberg for Indianapolis. Didn't see that until just now. Plainview home run number 8 on the season for pitching. Santos Garcia got 2 more stolen bases as well for the pitching. Rousey getting the victory, 6 1/3, 1 earned. Bob checking the loss, and Guy Rousey, your player of the game.
Right, and the Toros are gonna beat the Demons in 10.
A lot of homers.
3 for 4, 3 RBI game from starting pitcher for Detroit for Cancun, 4 for 5 game from Becco Cow. Home runs from Dollarson and pitcher, as well as Stolo, Ohio and Berlina. Buffalo take the loss and run save. Woohoo! Take the win. Becca Ohio, your player of the game. Down to the Miners. Gleamers are going to beat the lose to the Bruce City Bears, 8-6. Louisville, 5 RBI game from Danny Machado. Bruce City, 3 for 5 game from Tatum Cheesy. So take the loss, Kelly the win and one save, but that Bauer the third is your player of the game.
All right. Firehawks taking out Chicago 6-1 in this one for California. Big day for Rafael Furcal Jr. with big time home run there. Devontae Moore also the homer and 2 RBIs, so 2 hit days from Moore, Dumper, and for Chicago, 2 hit days for George and Jones in the loss for pitching. Johnny Tom, player of the game, 1 earned run over 7 innings pitched. That's your winning pitcher. Chudigal's son falling to 4-5.
The Mingos are going to beat the Dillos 11-5 as Tung Tung Sahur with 2 home runs. 3 RBI game polybag as well for Amarillo. We have a 3 for 5 game from Wacko Warner with an RBI. Oh, and it was a home run. Always nice to see my player actually doing something instead of having that batting average something like it was for like a week. Down to the pitching. QR will take the I'll take the win. Mel the Junior Lawson. Tung Sahur is your player of the game.
All right. Okay, State College taking down Anchorage again, 4-1 in this one. 2-hit day for Sluggerton for the Anchorage side for State College. Home run by Primo. 2 for 4 day by Confused. For the pitching, Spencer Bear is finally going to stop saying it's going to break the all-time loss record. That is incorrect. You still have to catch up to me. That wasn't even close. For the pitching, there's Bear going to 2-9 on the season, 8 2/3, and that's your player of the game. Tell me you're going to break the loss record, please. Please.
What is the minor league loss record at this point?
Great question, but he's not getting it.
All right. We don't care. We don't care about the stinking Ronnas. They're stinky. They lost. Kansas City side. 2 RBI, 2 for 5 game for Eric Ordong, as well as an RBI from Red Panda. Gerard will take the loss. Bird the win. Shocker the save. I almost read that as Joker. And a Bird, your player of the game.
Way to go, A Bird. It's my teammate right there. My teammate right there.
I'm just waiting for someone to name their player Freebird.
Oh, this place will go nuts if you do that.
Alright, our next game is going to be the looks like Providence at
Oh,
San
chat.
Antonio.
It's Lone Star hanging out with Tim tonight. If you haven't, don't know the voice,
Um,
just letting you know.
yeah, I forgot to announce you. Oops.
But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Here's the pinch hitter. I'm pinch hitting.
Alright, with that being said, let's quickly save.
All right.
Alright, it's gonna be Girl Traveler who's going to slap that through past the first baseman, or second baseman's glove. That's gonna be a single. Seymour Baltz. Rapid will get on with a single. That's going to be a double play for San Antonio. Runner at third, two away. And a tough break there as we will go to the bottom of the first inning now. That's going to be strikeout. Rob Littleton. Fly out down the line, so risk make the catch. Les Godin will be out number 3 as he hits it 2 balls. It's going to be down for a hit. It's going to be a double for Pablo Zalewski. Earthquake, dry walk. JD Pants would be safe with a single runner out at third. 2 outs. So, and now the striker will make it a third out. We go to the bottom second inning now. Laramie will be out. Couldn't hold up. Malcolm Kell, the shortstop, will be out number 2. Travis Duffy Jr. Will be okay. I guess Desmond appears to get the fielder's choice. Steele attempt here. Duffy Jr. safe at second. 3 innings later is your third out to go to the top of the third. Kramer Traveler. Out number 1. Seymour Bumps out number 2. Burrow Summers. Sorry about that. Out number 3 will be in for a single. And that's going to be up the middle. First and second and third now. We're 2 away here, top of the third. And that's going to be caught. Still 1-0 Providence. And that's going to be a walk for Ferguson. High pop up for out number 2. Robert number 1. They get the pick. Runner can knock up back to first in time to top of the fourth. Be a line out there. And it's going to be gone 365 feet for JD Pants. Considerations will go down swinging. Boys to just back in will be your third out. You score 1 on a solo shot. 2-0 Providence Crabs. Rob Littleton will dry a walk on a low sinker. Strike up for Scoden. A double, but that's more for Laramie as Littleton will cross the plate. It's going to be your second out. And out number 3. Go to top of the 5th inning now. That's going to be a high pop up for out number 1. Going to be out number 2 there. Strikeout and out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 goes to Crabs, but it's still up to 1. Name later will go down swinging. I'll be swinging for Ferguson. White Widow be out number 3. He also swings, so strikes up the side. Top of the 6. Out 1. That's going to be a double. And it's going to be another double. It's going to be RBI. A line out there for out number 2. And that's the out number 3. We go to bottom 6 inning now. Mander will line up for out number 1. Notice will be out number 2. Scoot line up for out number 3. Top of 7th now. Haddock, the third, still in. Out number 1. Be a lineup out number 2, as Robodibble will come in to replace Haddock the third, as that's going to be a double for Summers. Up the middle, that's going to bring in 2 runs, and that's going to be out for the force. Home half 7th inning we go. Out number 1. That'll be out 2. And up the middle. And that's going to be it for starting for Providence, as Malbec come in and we'll get the out. Earthquake up next. It's out number 1. JD Pants. Out 2. And Considerations. Number 3, we go to the 8th inning now. This Malbec hoping to keep this lead right where it's at. Out number 1. Out 2. Out 3. Perhaps still up 5-1. This will be out number 1. Hi, Papa, for out number 2. And out 3. San Antonio half now. That's going to be out number 1. Let's go and we'll be out 2. Sets and Laramie. Your final out week, and that's it for this game. Crabs will win 5-1 over San Antonio. Two RBI 2 for 4 games from JD Penis. One of those was a home run for San Antonio. RBI that's in Laramie. For the game to be Joe Random. The Aviators are going to beat the Bengals 7-2. Out in Bennings. 2-5 game for Rachel Mortimer. For Vancouver, we have a 3-4 game for Ashton Lansdale. Holiday will take the win if Bossy to loss in Wednesday. Holiday, your player of the game. The Surge are going to beat the Raptors 4-3. Buffalo Surge, never much to speak of there. RBIs from Maple, Maple and Stream Song for Boise, 2-4 game from Stewart. Kaufman the win, Bubba to save, Duck the loss. Kaufman your player of the game. And the Voyagers will beat the Pathfinders 13-1. From New York, RBIs for Mihire, Dog, Teggy, Rizuhara, Tanaka, and Adam Kolbebe. Toronto, RBIs for Matthews, Eustrino will take the win, Risky the loss. No Teddy player of the game. Seattle will beat Lunar Base 10-4. Lunar Base face Rangers. 2 RBIs from Van and Lang, or for Seattle, 2 RBIs from Metz and Johnson III. Both of the RBIs from Johnson III being from a 2-run blast. But at the loss, DeVries the win. Williams the player of the game. Colorado are gonna beat the Crabs 6-3. Detroit. 2 RBI game from Summers. What's your big game? For Cancun, home run from O'Malrain. LeBeau would take the loss. Martini the win. With the hole is Morse to save. Stars would beat the Rougarous 4-0. Nashville, 2 RBIs for Gray and Lincoln Mercury. For New Orleans, one day game for Ferb and Becker. One piece to play the game and winning pitcher record, Bernard the loss.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Awesome. I'll let you take the last box score for the majors.
6-0 Apex. All right. 6-0 Apex. 2-hit day for Santos Garcia for Death Valley. 2-hit day from Lawn Numbs. 3-for-3 day for Mastur. Home runs by Moscatos and Rosenthal for Indy. For the pitching, McFlourish. No earned runs over 7 innings, and Romeo McFlourish is your player of the game. Sorry, Bummus.
Alright, down to the minors. Oops. There we go. The Wheelers will beat the Swifties 4-1. Anchorage batting line score. RBI for Ice, as well as 2 RBIs for Cash Jr. Presty College, 2-for-4 game for Stone. McIntosh to win, Riedemann the save, Kimura the loss. McIntosh the player of the game. The Firehawks will.
All right. Firehawks. Yeah. Firehawks take it top 9, 3-2 in this one. For California. 2-hit day for Devontae Moore. A home run by Whoop Whoop in this one as well. For Chicago, 2-hit day for Pookie Gambles. And that's it for Chicago. Not much to write home about there. For the pitching, Unit picking up the victory 2 2/3 of scoreless pitching there. But David Steers is your player of the game with 6 1/3, 1 earned.
Alright, the Hepcats are going to beat the Rotters 3-1. 2-hit game for Hitchcock, as well as Thomas. Kansas City, but getting up the Gray getting a hit. Couldn't, seems, conjure up a hit. Summers will take the win. Pete 2 the save, or that. Porygon 2 will take the save. Summers your player of the game.
All right. Armadillos picking up the victory here in the bottom of the 8th, 2-1 in this one. Toon Sahur, 2-hit day for Florida, including home run number 12. For Amarillo, only 4 players got hits. The RBIs came from Del Vecchio and McTater. And for the pitching, should be pretty good. Kalen Montreal allows 1/7, but Bonalemo picking up the victory with 2 innings pitched In relief, Justin Izzo, 1 earned over 6 2/3, is your player of the game.
And the Bears are going to beat the Lemurs 7-2. For Louisville Lemurs, 2-4 game for Squatch. For Bruce City, 3-6 game from Kiso. And a 2-5 game from Big Boy. Tanya will take the loss. Jacked up the win. Jacked up your player of the game. Alright, next we have briefly Majors
All right.
Update, Miners Quick Sim. It is, okay. The Bears
All
are
right, let
gonna.
me get that one.
Yep, go right ahead.
Oh, you got it.
Go,
All right,
go right
Lemurs
ahead.
8-0 over the Bears. 8-0 in this one. For Louisville, 3-hit day for Narakami and for Bro Chaco. Bro Chaco getting the homer. Wet Sock 2-for-5 with the home run as well for Bruce City. 2-hit day for Valor the third. But that's about it to talk about there. For the pitching, Gambit ahead. First victory of the season. No earned over 6 2/3. Congratulations on that first win. Masato picking up the loss. Your player of the game, Wayne Gambit ahead.
The Lions are gonna beat the Hellcats in 15, 4-3. Puerto Rico. 2 RBI, 4-7 game from Cunningham. From Kansas City, we have a 3-6 game from Reddick. Buried a hold. The other buried ones, they admit the win, Buster the loss. Cunningham player of the game.
Oops, Cunningham. All right. Hey, State College, you got to win. 5-0 over the Wheelers in this one. They only have like one loss in this stream, don't they? Anyway,
Yeah.
for this sim. But 2 hits allowed. Great job there, State College. Now for State College, 2-for-5 day for Rousseau, 2-for-4 day for Skovgard. Griffin Stone, 3 RBI in this one. Now for the pitching, should be good for State College. Esquire Limited, 7 2/3. No earned runs allowed. And that's your player of the game, Joshua Holm, the third, Esquire Limited. Need a more complicated name.
The Flamingos will beat the um, Dillos 5-0 or 8-3 in extras in 14 innings. Um, for Florida, we have it on RBI for Sahur, 2 RBIs from Fortune, 3 for Murphy, 2 for Cito, or 3 for Murphy. And then for Amarillo, we have only 3 runs on 9 hits, 3-for-6 game from Wacko Warner, 2-for-6 game from O'Ray as well. Kilaro will take the win. Darlene would have won save me, but the loss. Snack Reacher, player of the game.
All right. Firehawks taking down the Kingpins 7-4 in this one. For California, Tanyan and Moore both getting home runs in this one. 4 RBI from Maverick Tanyan, 2 RBI for Devontae Moore, 2 hits apiece in this one for them. For Chicago, George picking up home run number 8 and 3 RBI for Chicago in this game. For the pitching, the victory is going to go to Keelhaller, going to 5-2, and Pollock the fifth, picking up loss number 8. But your player of the game is Devontae Moore.
Alright. Next thing we're going to see is the Miners Off Day Majors Quick Sim.
All right. Brad's taking down the Guru 2-0 in this one. For Providence, 2-hit days for Grail Traveler, Beryl Summers, and Miggs Mayfeld. For New Orleans, 3-hit day for AJ Boucher, 2 for, I believe that's Jackson Love, and 2 for 3-day for Becker as well. For the pitching, Edson in the third, going to 5-5 on the season, 2 earned over 7, but Count Crabula, no earned over 6 1/3, and that's your player of the game with the victory.
The Valley's gonna beat this loss 4-3. San Antonio batting line. So we have a 2 RBI 55 game from Muscoden. Death Valley 2 RBI game from Lawn Gnomes. Ainsley with a loss, Bottle the win. Keep the save, Divider Bottle player of the game.
All right. Vandals taking down the Sea Serpents 7-2 in this one. For Vancouver, 2-hit days for Philip Strange and Rishikesh. Danny Berger's getting yet another home run in this one. For Seattle, a bunch of players got 1 hit. For the pitching, Orlor is going to be your winning pitcher to go 7-3 and player of the game, 2 earned runs over 6 1/3. Taco Bell picking up the loss. Or Taco.
Alright. The Stars are gonna beat the Raptors. Sorry.
Dang.
2-3 game for Dawson the third. Nashville 3 RBI game from Munson. Smith will take the loss. Motor to win. Motor player of the game.
As long as I'm pitching against the Ranas next game, I think I'm okay. Anyway, I know that's not going to happen. Apex beat the Pathfinders 7-5. In this one, for Toronto, 2-hit days for Ingram, Dog, and Ryan Ingram getting a home run number 10 for Indy. 2-hit days for Santos Garcia, D. Fernandez Jr., Mosquitoes, and Dave Babbitt person. 2 RBI day for Santos Garcia. For the pitching, winning pitcher is going to be Noble, going to 4-2 on 2 1/3 of scoreless relief. The biggest Titius Smidius is your player of the game, to earn over 5 2/3 innings.
Alright. The Demons are gonna beat the Surge 6-3. For Buffalo, we have a 3 RBI 3-4 game from Pee Wee Reese. Detroit, 3-4 game from Danger Dollarson. Jumbo at the loss, Blue Sky to win. Blue Sky player of the game.
All right. Voyagers rip the Toros here 7-3 with 6 runs in the 9th and 10th to take this victory. Out for New York, 2 hits apiece for Tanaka and Mihir. 3 for 5 for Nolan Tege, including a home run. Tanaka also had a home run in this one for Cancun. 2-hit days for Ohikau and Beatty hit home run number 8. For the pitching, Jones is going to end up picking up the victory, 2 1/3 scoreless to go to 5-2. Smoltz picking up the loss, and your player of the game is Ryan Lee, 1 earned over 7.
And finally, the Indians are going to beat the Space Rangers 5-3. Outer Banks, 3 RBI 3-4 game from Abe Ghosty. 2-4 game from Noah First for Lunar Base. Kingman the win. Braxton the loss and one save. Abe Ghosty player of the game. This is going to be a minor league game. Going to be the Louisville Lemurs up against the Florida Flamingos.
All right.
Today, as well, let me just double check the schedule for today. It is, yep, okay, I'll have you call this one.
Michel de Nostradam versus DKS, as we're now calling DKS. DKS. That's how it's going to work. All right, here we go. Narakami coming up, and Narakami is retired, one away. And brings up Cal COVID. 332 on the year. COVID grounds out, 2 down. DKS working quick here. Machado. And that was just 7 pitches to get everybody out in that inning. 1, 2, 3 goes Louisville in the first. We go to Florida, bottom of the first for Luca, Tahur, and Simpson. Luca, base hits right off the bat. So Luca's on. That brings up Tung Sahur. Sahur is going to fly out to left, 1 away. And that brings up Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson, it looks like a good ball, and that's into the corner. Double for Homer Simpson. That brings Luca to third. Polly Wag, it had good trajectory when it froze. And Polly Wag, another good trajectory there. That's a 3-run blast for Polly Wag. Didn't see the home run, so you didn't get the call. It froze right before it went that direction. All right, slugs. As the ball is there, and that's a base hit. I'm reacting late on some of these, so just bear with me, chat. Greer strikes out. First K by Denostradam in this one. McScooty, grounder, and is retired. Second, and that's going to do it. End of the inning. We go to the top of the second, 3-0, Florida. Man Squatch comes up to bat. Man pops it up, and that's 1 away. That's going to bring up Jay to the fourth. Johnson. So many Johnsons. And that ball is frozen perfect, and that's ball 4. That brings up Sheeping. We're sheeping on that one. 2 away. Fly out to center. As Allaire comes up, Allaire. The Allaire of this is the strikeout, and that's the first K for DKS. Still nothing going for Louisville. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0, Florida. Murphy, grounder, and Murphy's out. That brings up Ejecto Cedo. Ejecto strikes out. Second K for Denostradam. And then Luca's going to come up now. Lucas strikes out. Back-to-back Ks by Denostradam. 3 Ks so far. We go to the top of the third. 3-0 Florida. As Brochaco comes up. That ball is frozen perfect, and that's 1 out. Wet Sock comes up. As we get some fog rolling into the stadium. Wet Sock coming up now. Wet Sock right up the middle. Base hit. That's going to bring up Narakami. Narakami, a lot of stolen bases. Then again, 4 players on this team have a pretty decent amount of stolen bases. There's another one there, and Wet Sock. Stolen base number 10. That gives them 5 players in double figures for stolen bases. Sock takes number 10. Narakami taking the base. Okay, 2-1 for COVID. COVID looking to get this team back in the game. And throw is late to third. Stolen base for Sock there for number 11. Well, I guess that means Narakami probably has the green light here. And Narakami's got it. Stolen base number 33. All right. So the runners are doing their thing. COVID coming up now. Still up there. Been up there a while. Loads the bases for Machado. Now it's up to Machado. Bases are chucked. One out. Machado base hit. That's going to score one right there. 3-1 now for Louisville. Louisville on the board. That's going to bring up Mansquatch. 325 average. Now's the time for Louisville. 3-1. Squash base hit. That's going to score one run. 3-2. They're clawing back. Johnson coming up with the bases chucked, one out. Top of the third. DKS having a little trouble. Oh, base hit there. That's going to score two. And we're in the lead. Leaders are in the lead 4-3. On the 2 RBI, single by Johnson. It's going to bring up Sheeping. Sheeping over the head of the shortstop. Nobody scores. Base hit. Bases are loaded now for Allaire. 4-3 game now. DKS has not recorded an out in a while now. And that is a sac fly is going to get Allaire is in. That's going to make it 5-3 Florida. As Brochaco comes up. Brochaco. That's another base hit. Bases are chucked again for Wet Sox. 328 average. What an inning. What an inning. DKS has had to power through this. Slow roller. Safe. Runner score 6-3. 6 runs now for GKS in this inning. Go back to the top of the order, and Arakami comes up. And Arakami finally flies out to end the inning. 6 runs in that inning for the Lemurs. Ooh, big time touchdown. All right, bottom 3. Tung Sahur grounding out, one away. Brings up Homer Simpson. I know, the rare 6-run inning. I don't see that too often, unless I'm pitching. And there's the fly out for out number 2. That brings up Polly Wag. Polly. Trying to turn this into a game. Polly base hit to right. That's going to bring up Atlas Slugs. Slugs. Under. And that's going to be the end of the inning. 6-3. Louisville, we go to the 4th. Cal COVID coming up now. Cal. They're going to give them a base hit on that one. That's a base hit. 16th game in a row for COVID. 16 game hit streak. Intact. As we go to Machado. Machado. Pitcher looked so good. Calicovid steals second. Cal just magically appeared on second, so I'm going to say that was a stolen base. That's number 45. Machado. Ooh, lines out. One away. That brings up Squatch. Squatch. Having a nice season. And Cal steals third. It's number 46 for Cal. Cal having a nice game on the base paths. Squatch. Crowder should score Cal. And does. The Squatch, yes, no throw. With the base hit and the RBI. 7-3 now, Louisville. Next up, Johnson. There's the walk. Already has 2 RBI on the day. Keeping coming up now. Keeping. Long infield fly there, 2 down. That's going to bring up Allaire. Adrian Allaire popping to the catcher, end of inning. So Louisville only gets 1 that time. It's 7-3 with Hank the Bot coming in to pitch. Next up, Alan Greer, grounder, and that's one away. That's going to bring up McScooty. Here comes McScooty. Walking. So McScooty's on base. That brings up Murphy. Nathan Murphy flies out to left. That's two down. McScooty's ready to take off. I know it. McScooty wants that base. Ejectocito coming up now. He's going for it. I called that. Big time stolen base there from McScooty. It's number 23. And Ejectocito is ready for the pitch. Digging in. Ejecto, small roller there. And that's the inning. No runs again. 7-3 Louisville now through 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Hank the Bot pitching. Hank the Bot allowing the base hit to Bro Chaco. Andrew, don't call me Mendoza. Bro Chaco gets a base hit.
Yeah. Acid
With
coming up.
Sock coming up now.
I fucking know.
With Sock, they get the lead runner and one down. Sock is on first. Sock can steal bases. We've seen that earlier. Narukami. Ball looked good coming off the bat. And they retire Sock at second. Two down for Cal COVID. 46 stolen bases on the year. Narukami's going to take 34 for good measure. This team is excited about stealing bases. Big time hitting the corner for COVID. That's going to score Narukami. COVID's in there with a triple. 8-3 Louisville. Grounder. And ends the inning, but not before COVID does the damage. There's pop up by Luca off the center field wall. Should be good for 2 for Luca, and is double for Luca. 8-3 Louisville, bottom of the 5th. And there's a strikeout to Tung 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 Sahur, 4th K for Nostradam. Simpson base hit. Well, Simpson's on first. That's going to take Luca to third. One out for Polly Wag. Wag, grounder. They just get the one out. They surrender the run. 8-4 now. As Florida scratches back. Atlas Don't Call Me Mendoza Slugs strikes out. And that's the end of the inning. Oh, Florida gets a run. 8-4 game now. We go to the top of the 6th. Man Squatch, grounder, one away. Johnson strikes out, another strikeout. As Jimmy Keelargo comes in, doesn't mess around, and that's the end of the inning. 1, 2, 3 for Louisville in the 6th. We go bottom 6 for Alan Greer. Base hit, Greer. First hit of the game for him. Fortune up the middle, base hit. Oh, Greer's going for third. Greer is safe. McScooty taking another one there. Stolen base number 24. Murphy. That ball is high. That should be high enough to score another run. 8-5 now, Florida, as Greer scores. Ooh, base hit there. Cito, another RBI. 8-6 now. Luca. That ball's high, deep, and gone. We are tied 8-all. The comeback has been done. It's not over. It's 8-all. Anything else can happen. It's not playing a game left, but the comeback is back. So they're 8-8 now. Tung 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 Sahur gets drilled from Gru the Bot. I want to see a brawl. I want to see some ejections. And Homer strikes out. Oh, Polly Wag. Rounder, and that's going to end the inning, but not before they tie it. It's 8-all. We go top 7. It's anybody's game now. As Allaire grounds out, Bro Chaco pops out 2 down. Wet Stock. Grounder. 1, 2, 3 for Jimmy Key Largo in the top of the 7th. Go bottom 7th. Atlas Slugs. Flies out to center. Rear. Lions out to first. 2 down. Fortune. Strikes out. 1, 2, 3 for Grew. We go top 8. Starting to speed up now. 8 all games still. We go to the top of the 8th. All about the bullpens now. Murakami. Rounder. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. COVID. Takes the base. Dangerous runner there. COVID goes to second. 47th stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Machado. Machado's going to pop it up 2 down. And Squatch. Base hit. Doesn't score. It does. Cal scores at 9-8 now, Louisville. What a game for Cal. Just running all over the base paths in this one. And Squatch coming up now. 9-8 ball game. Squatch is going to pop it up. 9 is the inning, but the damage is done. Louisville reclaims the lead 9-8. Bottom 8th inning. Up comes Nathan Murphy. Murphy, grounder, 1 away. Tito beats it. Gets past. Oh my. Past Johnson. Johnson for the single. And there's another walk. 2 runners on now for Tung Sahur. Sahur gets it through. Bases are chucked for Homer. Homer right at the. And that's going to score the run. We are tied at 9. Leg. And they get him at home. There's the double play into the inning. But they tie it 9 all. We go to the top of the 9th. And that's a big time base hit for Sheeping. Needed that one. Allaire strikes out. Is William Blue coming in? Base hit there for Bro Chaco. Grounder. There's 1. Okay, it's the second out of the inning. It suck. Oh, and Murakami strikes out. We go bottom 9. Slugs strikes out. Greer strikes out. 2 Ks in a row for Waffle. Fortune goes down. 3 Ks for John Waffle in the 9th. We go to extras. Inning. Up comes COVID. And that's a big time base hit there for COVID. COVID can run. Another stolen base. 48. For a big strikeout there by Machado. Rounder. 2 down. The Swatch goes down. Johnson. Base hit. That's going to give them the 10th run. 10-9 Louisville. And there's the line out by Sheeping to end the inning. 10-9 Louisville. Here comes Murphy, down 1. Strikeout, 1 away. Cito's on base. Luca is gone, and they're going to win the walk-off last at 11-10. Florida gets the victory on the 2-run blast by Luca. What a game. 11-10 in extras. Somebody call the newspaper. Woo. What a game. What a game. Honestly, I'm not frustrated. There were a lot of runs allowed, though.
I step away to get coffee.
What a wild.
And this is what happens.
Wild game. What a game. What a sport.
When I
So,
left, it was 3-0, and then I come back and it's like 8-4.
11-10. Mingos come back fully to win this game after being down for most of it. Now, they were down 8-3 in this game. So 3-hit days by Cal COVID, Man Squatch, and Bro Chaco. 2-hit days for Johnson, Sheeping, and Sock. Cal COVID had 4 stolen bases in this one for Florida. 4 for 5 for Luca with 2 homers in this one. Pollywag also had a homer and 4 RBIs in this one as well. Simpson 3 for 5, 2 for 4 day for Ejectocito. For the pitching, just to review, it was Waffle who ended up getting the loss. William Blue comes in, does a nice job, gets the victory. Luca is your player of the game and ties the Florida extra inning game record for runs with 4. Whew. Okay, your turn. Hey, Seeds win again.
Dillos are also going to win in extras. 8-6 over the Anchorage Wheelers. For Amarillo, we have 3-hit game for Delvecchio, as well as a 4-6 game 2 RBIs from Volkova. Anchorage, 2 RBI, 2-5 game from Chico. Bahamas will take the win and go and save. Let Pavor to save. Armstrong go and save, Ben to loss, and Dean Icy player of the game. Yeah, it just, as we were on the stream, caught the Persona 4 reference in Teddy Narakami's name. It took me this long to get that
Okay.
reference.
Chicago, big time 6-1 victory over the Ronnas in this one, and did they need it in this one? Multiple days for Mexicano, Monopolitsky, Timothy, Sajima, and unfortunately no home runs, but they had a lot of hits. 2-hit days for President and Hitchcock for Puerto Rico. For the pitching, we'll just go straight there because Kroenke picking up the victory. No earned runs over 6 for Hunter Kroenke. He gets the victory and your player of the game. Yoj goes to 1-8 on the season with the loss. Whew.
With these, beat the Ranas 8 or 9. Ranas have Cats 8-2. Kansas City. Home runs came off of RBIs came off the bat of Ariel Dong and Braddock. For State College, 4 RBI game for Russo. Lee will take the loss. King gets the win. Goes on so scrambling to save. Jack Russo, your player of the game.
This is what I get for joining the stream. They're going to win all the games now. All right. Firehawks get the run in the 10th to win this one 8-7 over Brew City. For Brew City, 3-hit days for McCheesy and Sankara, 2 hits apiece also for Kiso. All these nuts, Stitcherson and Big Boy Kiso both getting home runs in this one for Brew City. For California, who won the game, 3-hit days for Clark Max and Avogado Dumper, 2-hit days for Moore, Carver, and Nicholas. 4 RBI day for Dumper, including Devontae Moore, Carver, and Dumper all had home runs in this one for California. For the pitching, which should be interesting, Applebottom taking the loss. Kilgannon picking up the victory over an inning and a third. Your player of the game is going to be Avogado Dumper. 4 RBI, well deserved.
Okay, up to the majors now. As the Scorpions are going to beat the Slots a close one 5-4. Then into
I lost 20-3. I gotta go cry now.
Two RBI games for Laramie, Death Valley, 4-hit game for Stella. Oops. I'm so sorry. You're lucky that I'm calling that box score. Crash will take the loss. Keep winning, one save, Xavier save, Stella, your player of the game.
I'm lucky you're calling it 2. I figure you'd probably make me do it. All right. Anyway, Vancouver 3-1 victory over the Sea Serpents in this one. 3 for 4 day for Pierre Phillip, 2 for 4 for Ashton Lansdale for Vancouver. Lansdale and Phillip both did get home runs in this one. For Seattle, 4 different players got 1 hit. For the pitching, Andy Beans, another victory, 7 1/3, no earned runs. Is your player of the game? Is the victory Hercules Mulligan is taking the loss, tough loss, 7-2 on the season. And here comes the box score of the day. Here comes the box score of the day, 20-3. Whee! Okay.
I'm, I, where to even begin? where to even begin?
I, did I last 1/3 of an inning this time?
Okay, for Boise, we have a 2 RBI game
Oh,
for Dawson the third for 8 RBI game for Arenado, 4 RBI for Lincoln Mercury, 3 RBI for Munson, 4 RBI for Lumber. He lasted
damn, two
the
thirds.
2/3 of an inning, giving up 7 earned on 6
Be like
hits.
game score of two. Like game score of two. Yikes.
And you also gave up
Whew.
a grand slam in the first.
I'm sure I did. For sure I did. That's what I get for
Well,
all those upgrades.
okay, well, obviously you got the loss. Um, Ultimo Khan gets the win. Jimmy Arnado, your player of the game, with 8 RBIs.
Dang. I think my grandmother, deceased, could have done pitched better than that. All right. Apex. 6-3 victory over the Pathfinders. I meant my father is deceased. He could have pitched better than that. So anyway, 5 different players got a hit for Toronto. For Indy, 2 hit days for Skatos, Rosenthal, Callahan, Goldberg, and Babbitt person went 3 for 3 with 3 RBI in this one. Amazingly, there was no home runs by either team. For the pitching, Lap Quad, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Injured player of the game, Mac and Cheese picking up the loss. 20-3. Really? Okay. I can laugh.
The Aviators are gonna beat the Space Rangers 5-3, scoring 2 in the 8th to secure the win. For Outer Banks, we had a 2 RBI game from Jones, as well as McFly Jr. for the Lunar Base, 3 RBI game from Duke Newsome. Matthews Henry will take the win, Voss the save, and Muffin the loss. Justin Matthews Henry, your player of the game.
All right. Demons win this one with a walk-off in the 10th by Danger Dollarson. For Buffalo, 2 hit days for Mayo and Cheerios. For Detroit, 2 hit days for Sean, Bobrist, Dollarson, and Pitcher getting home run number 12, Dollarson with the run scoring single in the 10th. For the pitching, we'll just fast forward on down there. The winning pitcher is Belfour with 3 innings in relief, 1 earned run. Cologne taking the loss, and Goaty McGoatface with 2 earned over 7 is your player of the game. I would have given it to Dollarson.
Alright. The Voyagers are gonna beat the Toros 9-5. New York batting line scored 2 RBI, 2 for 5 game from Can You Take Me Higher, 2 RBI game from Christoph Hauser, Cancun 3 RBI game for Napoleon Solo. Woods will take the win, Stover to save, and Nico to loss. Peter Woods to player of the game.
All right. Crabs take down the Rougarou in this one, 5 in the 11th for the Crabs to win this one, 7-2. For Providence, 2 for 5 day for Beryl Summers. 2 hit days as well for JD Pants and Cassius Considerations, who finally hit a home run this season. 3 RBI for Considerations in this one for New Orleans. 3 for 5 day for Jackson Love. 2 for 5 for Sidney Johnson. This is 5 runs by Providence, so let's take a look at the pitching. We know that reliever had to lose this one. So Malbec picking up the win to go to 5-1 on the season. Blue Dallas multi-pitch allowed those runs. And Griff Manzer, 2 earned over 7 1/3, your player of the game. Go get a Malbec.
Well, I think after that game, you're gonna need something a little bit stronger than a Malbec.
Right, I'll need a Samir Knopf. Samir Knopf.
I think you're gonna need a mulligan. All right, it's gonna be a
Yeah, I
quick
could use one of. I'm going to definitely need one of those.
Sunday today, and all-star reveal. Oops. Let me get that. Let's save game, not load game. The Demons are gonna beat the Voyagers 9-0. Detroit 3 RBI game for Biff Slamus. For New York, 2-for-4 game from Can You Take Me Higher? Fabros take the win. Atkins a loss. Bobrist your player of the game.
I like how it says that New York lost the contest 9-0. That was not a contest. Anyway,
That was a
look at all
slaughter.
this. Right, exactly. Look at all this stuff in the 10th. So the Toros barely pull it off 5-4 in this one. They hang on to win this game. For Cancun, everybody gets a hit. 2-hit days for Gnome Child and Napoleon Solo. 3-for-5 day for Miles Meredith. Home runs in this one by Menji Brolina. Miles Meredith had 2 homers in this game for Cancun. For Providence, 3-hit days for Grail Traveler and Paolo Zalewski. Boys to chest back again, and Grail Traveler both with homers in this one for Providence. For the pitching, which this all came down to the end, 2-run homer off Abel. So Smoltz is going to go to 7-3 on the season. Abel to 2-1 with the loss. Miles Meredith with 2 homers, your player of the game.
Alright. The Rougarous are going to beat the Sloths 9-4. For New Orleans, we have 3 RBI game for AJ Boucher as well as Ozzie Robinson. San Antonio 2-for-4 game with 2 RBIs from Stetson Laramie. Jackson to win, Westbrook to hold, Long Pipe to loss. Jackson player of the game. You know what name I have not seen in a while? Pitch Lord. Whatever happened to Pitch Lord?
I haven't seen Pitch Lord in a long time either. Maybe just hanging out in the background. Death Valley, I mean, we have to check rosters, but Death Valley, 5-0 victory here over the Vandals in a game of both first place teams, right, in this series. So
Yeah,
Flamingo goes
yep.
3-for-4 with 4 RBI in this one. I was right about that?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's good to know. And then for Vancouver, they got a whopping 3 hits, one from 3 different players. For pitching, this should be pretty easy. Death Valley should have none allowed. Rousey goes to 8-2, 6 2/3, 9K, no walks. And Doug Nasty with the loss. Rousey, your player of the game. Score of 77. I'd like to have that once. What?
The Stars are going to beat
Ah,
the Pathfinders 10-2. Nashville 4 RBI game for Lincoln Mercury. Toronto RBI for Ingram and then Greer. John the win, Strider the loss to the great player of the game.
all right. Outer Banks scores in the 8th to win this one 3-2 over the Apex. And for Indy, 2-hit day for Goldberg. Few other players got 1 hit apiece. For Outer Banks, big day for Patrick Eschenbaugh with the big home run and 2 RBI in this one. For pitching, your winner is going to be Martino, and losing pitcher is going to be Calm Chicken, even though Calm Chicken's player of the game, 300 runs over 7. Oof.
The Space Rangers are going to beat the Surge 5-2. 2 RBI game from Firefly Boy. for Buffalo. Nothing much to speak of here, but triple Ethan Shadow. Nansen the win, George Braxton the save, Swifter the loss, Nansen their player of the game.
All right, Seattle scores in the 7th to take down Boise 2-1. In this game, 2 hits apiece for Pass and Zach Johnson III and Lou Williams, all with 2 hits apiece. Boise 2 for 3 day for Peter Dawson III. No home runs by either team. For the pitching, Majira McQueen picking up yet another victory. 12 Ks, 1 earned over 8 innings pitched. PKVS taking the loss. McQueen, your player of the game.
Down to the minors. Bears will beat the Firehawks 4-3. Bruce Ewok batting line score. 3 game for Kiso. California 2-4 game from Tamian. Carter will take the win. Tom the loss. Papa Bottom save. Better games can be IFB Carter.
All right. Wheelers pouring it on in the 8th, 9th, and 10th to come back down a lot to win 10-8 over the Armadillos. For Amarillo, everybody on the team got a hit in this one. We're not going to count Noxus there at the bottom, but every starter got a hit in this one. 3 hit days for Del Vecchio and McTater, 2 hit days for Babineau and O'Ray. For Anchorage, everybody there got a hit as well. 3 hit day for Dean Ice, 2 for Sluggerton, Chico, Baller, Jordan, and Banks. Jordan with a 5 RBI day in this one, 2 homers as well. Dean Ice hitting a home run as well for Anchorage. And for the pitching, your victory is going to go to Armstrong. For Anchorage, the loss to Le Beauvoir. And your player of the game is Rex Jordan with those 5 RBI.
Hepcats are going to beat the Swoop Seed 7-4. For Kansas City, we have a 2 RBI game for St. John. For State College, we have a 2-4 game from Stone. Jock will take the win and 1 save. Dubois has a loss and 1 save. A birdie player of the game.
All right, Kingpins take down the Ranas 9-1. In this one, 7 runs late. This one for Chicago. Everybody got multiple hits except for Jones, Sajima, and God Just Smoke. Home runs by George and D for Chicago. For Puerto Rico, multiple hit day for Blaney. And that's pretty much it for Puerto Rico. For the pitching side of the house, Chudigal Sun moves to 5-5, 7 2/3 innings, no earned runs. I'm guessing your player of the game is Chudigal Sun. I'm correct. Look at that.
Okay. And finally, Flamingos are going to beat Flamers 7-3. Louisville, we have a 2 RBI 3-4 game from Brochaco. Florida, 2 RBI game from Homer Simpson. Pimling will take the loss. Johnson the win. Luca, your player of the game. Time for our last stream game before we find out who our All-Stars are going to be. It's going to be Detroit at New York. It's going to be in there for a hit. Robin Chan leading us off. That's going to be a single. Or is it first and second now? Oh, and that Shan was caught stealing. So Bobris will be out number 2 on that strikeout. This will be hard, deep, dug it out of here. It will be out of here. 348 feet. Detroit up 1-0. Danger Dollars at the plate. It's gonna be out there. New York batting now. Brian Payne. That's gonna be an error from the second baseman. Strikeout on a sinker. Summer Dog. Skies 1. That's gonna be gone. 2-1 New York Voyagers. Nolan Teggy will be your second out of the inning. Isuru Tanaka out number 3. We go to the top of the second inning now. 2-1 New York. Holding Jam will be, or no, sorry, Holding Jam will be out number 1. Biff Slamus will be second out, and a starting pitcher will draw a walk. It's going to be in there in front of the left fielder for a single. And going to be a strikeout to retire the side. We go to the bottom second inning now. It's still 2-1. It's going to be a pass ball and a drop third strike. That's going to be out. 2-3 put out. It's going to be just barely got him out. It's going to be down the line. Would that be out of here? No, it's going to be in front of the wall. It's going to be a double. And that's going to be a passed ball and a wild pitch. And that's going to be in there. That's going to be a 3-1 game. And the steal attempt there is going to be unsuccessful as he will be thrown out to retire the side. Top of the third we go. As that's going to be out. Number 1 on the pop-up. Send Bobris. Laying up for out number 2. Alpha Nerd will be safe with a single. It's going to be caught. Bottom of the third inning, we go Brian Payne. That'll be a walk. Kenny Tickmeyer's going to strike out. It's going to be another wild pitch as LeBeau having some rare control issues in this game. It's going to be line out there. And that'll be the third out to go top of the 4th. Holding Jam. It's going to be out number 1. Biff Slamus on with a single. Maximilian Summers will be your second out. It's going to be a walk. He held up. That's going to be another wild pitch. I said from Junior, that's going to be out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners left. New York's up 3-1 still. Bottom of the 4th we go. That's going to be out. Number 1. Tristan Cristohauser will be out. Number 2. Adam Cole Bebe will be on the walk. Tried to steal second, and he'll be successful as it's dropped. So Bebe moves up to third on the miscue. That's going to be a diving catch for the out, saving a run. We go to the top of the 5th now. As that's going to be a single for Shan. And he's going to steal second with ease. And hard, deep, caught, but Shan's going to tag up for third. That's going to be out number 2. And a line out there for out number 3 as they cannot bring Shan home. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning now. That's going to be a line out there for out number 1. LeBeau pitching will induce a fly out to the left. It's going to take me higher. It's going to be your third out. Top of the 6th. Wooden Jam, shortstop. On base missing must be hard, deep, caught at the wall. Von Christenhauser there to make the catch. That one's being hard, deep, and that one's gonna be gone. We are tied up here in the league goings. It's a 3-3 ball game. Summers will strike out on the knuckle curve. Shizuka on with a single. As try to extend and will be caught stealing. Go to the bottom of the 6 now. Samadog. Take your second out. Isuru Tanaka. We on base with a single. Try to steal and will be successful. It's going to be down line. New York is going to break this tie and make it a 4-3 game. That double. That's going to be another run. Make it 5-3 New York. High, deep, or high pop-up route. Number 3. Top of the 7th we go. Excuse me. It's going to be in there. Single, or double I should say. It's going to be there. So walk. They get the force at seconds, but no double play. That's going to be yet another wild pitch. This game's being decided by wild pitches apparently. It's going to be a walk. Runner will go back to second base. Slams will strike out. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 5-4 New York. It's going to be a walk. And you'll get the out at first, but no double play. It's going to be a walk for it to be higher. Samadog. As they tag him up at third, but bottom of the 8th, or top of the 8th now. It's going to be a walk. So Summers caught out on strikes. So we're running at second now, 2 away. And that's going to be third out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be a high pop-up out number 1. A drop third strike for third time out number 2. Van Christenhauser will be your final out here in the 8th inning. But at the top of the 9th, Detroit down to their final 3 outs. As that strikeout from Lobers will make it 2 away. Off a nerd. Out on a nice diving catch from Isuru Tanaka. 1 remaining. And that's going to do it. That's the ball game. New York will win a close one here at home, 5-4. Detroit batting line score, 2 RBI game for a starting pitcher. New York 2 RBI game for Samadog. LeBeau takes a loss, Moose Jr. the win. Jones holds Stover to save. Starting pitcher, player of the game. You're up, Lone Star. I think you stepped away. Okay. Scorpions are going to beat the Vandals 8-6. Death Valley Scorpions batting line scored. 3-for-5 game for Montauban. Vancouver 2-for-4 game for Walker. Stram will take the win, keep the save of Asiolasi and one save. Montauban player of the game. Providence will beat the Crabs, or Providence will beat the Toros 4-3. Cancun, RBIs from Noam Chout, Solo, and O'Malrain. For Providence, 2-run game from Grove Traveler. Cotswold the win, Cotswold the loss, but Bell the win. Joe Brandon player of the game. Space Rangers are going to beat the Surge 6-5. Winner base batting lane score. 3-hit game from Duke Nukem with an RBI. Buffalo 2-3 game from Mark Honcho. They'd have to take the win. Gardner to hold, George Braxton to save, Kaufman the loss, Ethan Shadow your player of the game. Down to the other conference, the Aviators will beat the Apex 5-4. Indianapolis batting line score 2 for 5 games from Skatos and Rosenthal. For Outer Banks, 2 for 5 games from Ashenbaugh. Demons the loss, Kingman the win. Howdy, your player of the game. Boise will win against the Sea Serpents 4-1. I'm going to speak of on Seattle side for Boise, 2 RBI game from Rodrigo Wallach. Ivy DeVries will take the loss, Side Duck will take the win, and is your player of the game. Oh. Did I miss Stars? I must have missed Stars. Oops. Stars will beat the Pathfinders 4-2. Nashville batting line score 2 RBI game from Fort Lincoln Mercury, Toronto. Not much to speak of there on their end. Home run from Bob Pippington, however. Warren Peace will take the win against his former team. Takahashi to save, Raka Whiskey to loss. Warren Peace, your player of the game. Excuse me. And Floss will beat the Rooters 5-4. 2-for-4 game for AJ Boucher, as was Jordan Love and Steve Johnson. For San Antonio, 2 RBI game for Kella and Duffy Jr. Bernard the loss, Commerce Heck the win. Dober Dibble the hold, Crash to save. Third game can be Hiccup Artist, Hack the third. Go down to the minors next. As Kingpins are going to beat the Ranas 4-0. Chicago 2 RBI game from El Mexicano as well as Timothy. Time will take the win, hands to the hold, bad practice the loss. Avery Time will be your player of the game. Kansas City will beat Deathcats in 11, 5-4. For Kansas City, 3 RBI game from Zabinskis, as well as 2 RBI game from, or 2-hit game from Jack Russo. Buster will take the win and Blunt saves. Ghost Sprungland the loss. Christian Summers your player of the game.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
All right. 6-5 Mingos. They win it in the bottom of the ninth. Ejecto Cito, run scoring single off a waffle for the victory in this one. For Louisville, alternate days. Narakami, COVID, Machado. Yeah, it's behind Sheeping's box there.
Oh, sorry
I
about
think it's
that.
Sheeping and Allaire. And 4 stolen bases for Narakami in this one. For Florida, 3-for-4 day for Tung 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 Sahur, 2-for-4 day for Greer. Excuse me, Fortune, home run number 5. And Lillian Blue picking up the victory. And one a third innings of scoreless relief. And the loss goes to Cedillo. Your player of the game is Teddy Narakami.
Okay, Firehawks are going to beat the Bruce City Bears 7-1. For Bruce City, we have a 3-for-4 game from Big Boy. California, we have a 2 RBI 3-for-4 game from Mike Tanyan. Jack Double took the loss. Sears the win. Art Vander the save. Sears player of the game.
All right, Dillos take down the Wheelers 5-2 here. For Amarillo, 2-hit days for Del Vecchio and Milkova. 3 RBI day for Babineau, including home run number 3. For Anchorage, 2 for 3 day for Banks, and 7th home run of the season by Chico. And for the pitching, Caitlin Montreal, 1 earned over 7 1/3. Roomba McIntosh, the loss, and your player of the game is Axel Babineau.
And with that, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, everyone. Finally get to see who our All-Stars are going to be for Tuesday's All-Star Game stream.
All right, can't wait.
Or maybe... I think I did advance a day. It's weird, because normally it pop up in the news. I think I did advance a day. I'm just gonna ping in chat real quick. Gonna ping Dame. Stand by.
Okay. Jacob says Pitch Lord is banned. I just caught that in the chat.
Oh! Well, what I want to say would be a little bit unprofessional, but I do want to try to keep it professional, but I have my own thoughts on that.
Hey, it's only going to be 107 degrees next Friday.
I wish it was that way here. Gonna be
No, you
snowing.
don't. 107? No, you don't. It's sweating in my own house.
Okay, Arya decided that I did do have to advance today, so we're gonna do just that.
Uh,
Okay, if for some reason it's not giving me the All-Stars, I don't know why. I take a day or two, okay. In case it wasn't obvious, I don't really do the All-Star stream all that much. It's normally an Aria thing. Here we go. Now we get to see who our All-Stars are going to be, hopefully. It's gonna continue to make a lie out of me. I love it when the game tries to make a lie out of me.
Where's All-Star voting? It's still there.
Yeah. It's supposed to be in our news, but it's not popping up in our news. I don't know why.
It does say yesterday All-Star teams.
Yeah, and hang on, guys. We're gonna try to figure this out. Why it's not showing me the All-Stars.
If you click PVE up there and you do All-Star, what is it, All-Star teams or whatever, or All-Star voting, will it tell you there?
No, it would be under news. It would be under mail-in news,
Huh.
but it's not showing up.
It says maybe the importance is to not be world.
No, it's the only thing I can check is world.
There's nothing in the commissioner's office or... Wait, is it because of your Voyager?
That's just from stuff I had to do before the stream. But I
Oh.
know it should show up in news, but it's not showing up in news. Nah, I don't want to touch this any more than I already have. I am going to go back and I'm going to load from before I simmed to this day. And I am going to, we're just going to take a quick break while we try to figure this out. Alright, folks, so we aren't sure why it's also not popping up. We're going to upload the file as it is right now, and we will figure this out and get that All-Star anthems to you guys as soon as we can before the All-Star game stream on Tuesday. I don't want to mess with it anymore. They already have that, especially if you don't want to advance beyond the Derby Day. I'm trying to figure that out. So we're going to upload the file right now. Because I don't want to mess anything up.
Okay. Well, if there's no luck tonight, you can always do All Stars tomorrow because we don't have another stream until Monday.
Well, it would just be like a screenshot of the All-Star announcement. So that's all it would be. But sucks that it just didn't pop up for some reason. I've never had it just not pop up.
All right, so in the chat we got what the hay bales.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I've never had it just not show up in the news section.
That looks kind of weird. It was the previous year though you were looking at.
Yeah, and I don't know why. But file team is gonna look at it and try to figure out what exactly happened.
Still here, everybody. We're still here. Still hanging out. Haven't gone anywhere.
File's almost uploaded. get the photo uploaded. I'm gonna we'll bump the index as well. I got confirmation from Enoch that we can do that. So we'll do that real quick. Thank you everybody for joining me for me and Lone Star, I should say, for the season 60 All-Star review stream. I'm sorry that we couldn't get you guys the All-Stars right now. But our cloud team is gonna look at that, figure out what exactly went wrong, and they'll post the All-Star list in the game day, probably in game day chat. See you guys then.